Yo, new video. I thought this would be pretty dope to watch. Good old Jubilee. If feminists were 100% honest. Let's get into it.
Abortion is murder, and I
I
still support it.
it.
3, 2, 1.
Disagree, 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 disagree.
I don't
Are they disagreeing that it's murder?
want to get flamed for this, but I have a rationale.
What if you could speak your mind without fear of judgment?
I'm not gonna lie.
What if you could speak?
Even though you girls got a mask on, some of y'all still pretty identifiable when y'all take the mask off. I'm not gonna say who, I'm not gonna point them out, but after this shoot is done, we still know who said what. Y'all should have all wore the same outfit at least.
Speak your mind without fear of judgment.
I have slut shamed someone. I've used my sexuality for personal gain. Oh, I can't wait to see that one. Not all women should be believed. What do they mean? Like, nobody should be believed 100% of the time. Canceling men is necessary for progress. I had no opinion. Abortion is murder, and I still support it. The future isn't female. I don't understand. Hopefully, some
We brought
females
together
can
7
educate
strangers,
you.
protected their identities, and created a space for them to be completely honest.
Yeah,
What
sure.
will be revealed when they take the mask off?
Yeah, what's the first question?
I have slut-shamed someone.
I haven't really done that before. Get your bag, ladies, however slutty you gotta be to get it. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Hell yeah, I have. I mean, I probably did it last week. You know what I mean? Like, I think I don't do it to people's faces, but like, misogyny runs so deep. I'm gonna think bad things about a girl that's prettier than me. I'm gonna like, oh, you know, a slut. I'm gonna think
Wait,
that.
wait. What? Just because they're prettier than you don't mean they're a
I'm
slut.
gonna think bad things about a girl that's prettier than me.
Nah, she not being honest. Even with the lights off, she's still not being honest. That don't make no sense. Oh, she's prettier than me, so she's a slut. That don't make no sense.
I'm gonna like, oh, you know, a slut. I'm gonna think that.
I went to
Yeah.
Catholic school, so we were forced to sign chastity cards, like physical cards. We had the whole presentations where they literally would like wrap a present and then like rip it apart and kick it and be like, this is what happens when you have sex before marriage. And like, I was definitely
Oh my
kind
goodness.
of to some of my like first friends who had been like having sex for a while or whatever. It's definitely partially a product of like religion and the way that this whole country is tied into Protestantism and everything as well.
When I was in the 8th grade, there was this girl, my friend group, they would slut shame her because she was always like hypersexual. And once me and her got close, I found out that she was sexually assaulted. And so, you know, ever since she told me her story, I stopped slut shaming. Even if I don't agree with what someone is doing, I just say that is their business and they will take it up with God on their judgment day. It don't got nothing to do with me.
I've used my sexuality for
Respectable.
personal gain.
I bet not see no disagree. Oh,
Listen, if I'm
Cap!
gonna be oppressed for it.
Cap!
I'm gonna use it to my advantage when I want to. Like, it's something that is unavoidable.
Okay, I think I misunderstood the question. Okay, so I like your answer. I'm gonna flip it. Oh, good. I was like, okay, got it. All right. My whole life I felt like I was sexualized, and I was an early bloomer too. So I felt like I was constantly sexualized as a child, and when I got like past like losing my virginity and then being groomed and then being assaulted, and I got to the age where I was like, that's so f***ed up that it was kind of like a revelation for myself, being like, if it's what'll get me like what I need, I'll use it.
And that's sad. That's super sad to hear. She got sexually assaulted and now she like uses it as a weapon. Like, you know, I have no issues if somebody wants to use their body to get a better advantage in life. It's called playing the game for a reason. You got to play the game to win. If you don't play the game is still going to play without you. So it is sad to hear the reason why she's doing it, but I totally get it. You know, do what you got to do to win.
Yeah. You know, like if I'm gonna get catcalled, I might as well get something out of it.
Might as
Like,
well.
not monetary personal gain, but internal personal gain. Like fitting
So
in,
change it to
getting
red.
positive reinforcement, that sort
Ruby.
of thing. I still
Change
feed
it to
into
red.
the insecurity of, if I'm not getting that, like what am I worth? And I feel like that's very dangerous. I'll be, you know, getting
is,
dressed for
100%.
a night out or to go out, and
It's like, oh, well, he invited me out. He wants something, but I'm gonna need like some food, some clothes, or something. Ladies, you do what you gotta do, I guess.
I'm like, why am I wanting to dress a certain way? What kind of attention do I really want to get?
Not all women should be believed.
I wish they were more specific. If they just mean in general, should all women be believed? No, not everybody should just be believed. If they're talking about in like a Johnny Depp Amber Heard case, obviously not. We've already seen that's been proven. So
Oh, hear me out.
Okay, I'm gonna start here and then go and then figure out if I change it later.
I'm automatically switching. I rethought this.
I think that the first
hear
thing
it.
that jumped into my head that made me like go with, like I agree with this, is all those stupid ass white women that call the cops irresponsibly and without reason and stuff like that. That's sort of where my logic went in on this, not so much regarding like SA and stuff like that, because
I mean, see, they didn't go into specifics. So if you're not gonna go with specifics, don't even try and get a specific answer. Just yes or no. Not all women should be believed. No, not all women should be believed. Should all men be believed? No, not all men should be believed. They not going into specifics, and you don't go into specifics. Fuck it.
I would support any woman in that. Even if she's lying, I'm still gonna believe her.
I
That's
feel like
dangerous.
there's like a line.
That's
Obviously, you believe
dangerous
all
as
women
hell.
when it comes to, you know, sexual assault. But then there's like the line that
It's
like
dangerous.
knowing that people are bad. You know, there are people who want to do harm. And if they're a woman, then it sucks, you know?
I guess why I went with this is to say, not immediately saying no right away, and to be like, okay, here we are. This happened. Let's talk about it.
You know?
I think for me it comes from the misogynistic
wasn't the
like
question.
idea that a lot of women just like lie because they're like Jezebels and you know, like they're just we're just like tricksters for some reason. Like a lot of people, specifically men, think like, oh well, they're just saying it to get fame or fortune or whatever. And I'm like, can you name one of the people that Bill Cosby assaulted? No. My initial, similar to you, is just like, yes, like I want to hear what this woman has.
That you're like her whole reasoning is she thinks that men think women lie for fame, and her example is name one of the ladies that Bill Cosby sexually assaulted. I don't think all men believe that women will lie about sexual assault for fame. Some might lie just to preserve themselves. Like if a white woman is with she lives in a racist family and she sleeps with a black man and she gets caught, she's gonna say the black man raped her instead of yeah, I had sex with the black man, because then she'll get ostracized from her family. If you don't believe me, that happened to Emmett Till. So you can't just sit here and say, oh, they want fame and fortune. You don't know what people think. It's not always about fame and fortune. Sometimes it's way deeper than just money and some type of status. Sometimes it goes way deeper than that.
To say, because I've been lied to way more by men in my life than by women.
Canceling men is necessary for progress.
Look, there's two ways you can have an empire. You can build one, or you can tear somebody else's down. One is easier than the other.
I feel like it's a double-edged sword. I'm not necessarily pro cancel culture, but I'm pro holding people accountable. But I feel like with canceling men, I feel like we saw this a lot with who was it, Andrew Tate? It was really good that we were bringing attention to it, and women saw how much of a scumbag he was. And I feel like a good amount of men did too. But at the same time, it became kind of like a joke. It became entertainment for men.
I agree with like accountability for sure. I feel
Andrew Tate has a lot of good points and he has a lot of terrible points. But his terrible points are so bad that it pretty much outshines whatever good point he has. He'll have a point like, oh, men should be more masculine. They should hold themselves more accountable. They should go work out. They should be a man. And that sounds good. Like, yeah, I'm rocking with that. And then he'll say something like, yeah, and women need to be dominated. You got to own them. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? So, Andrew Tate he's his own thing.
I feel like canceling someone or canceling a singer or a rapper or whatever, just like not listening to their music or not supporting them. But like men as a system, that's like not possible. They hold the power. So like not, engaging with them isn't gonna like progress us any further. We have to engage with them to progress further.
That's true.
You need to be.
You play the game or you don't. Regardless, the game is gonna play without you. You gotta pick your battles and play the cards you're dealt.
Able to converse with the issue to have the issue fixed. Like, because if you like run to cancel someone, then they're going to be defensive and not learn anything from it. Like, if somebody really and truly, I think, should be canceled like fully, they should just be like convicted, like put behind bars. Like,
they laughing, but that's some real shit. If you want somebody to be canceled, they had to really do some heinous stuff. And even then, they need to be tried and convicted. And even if they do get convicted, 10 years later, it can come back, that conviction was wrong. So it's really up in the air, and you just got to stick with the facts that you know. And the facts you don't know, you just kind of wait and see if some facts come out. If none come out, okay. But a lot of people jump the gun and just go with whatever they heard first, which isn't always a good idea. Case in point, the Bayonetta 3, canceled Bayonetta 3. We hear one side of the story. We didn't hear the second part. Everybody's running with this, oh, we got to cancel Bayonetta 3. And now everybody that said that out loud had to backtrack, and they look like a complete donkey.
there's a crime, a real crime.
Sometimes jail doesn't even work because like Bill Cosby's out of jail. Like he got out on a technicality.
Because they didn't solve the case correctly. If you weren't quick to cancel people and just throw stuff out left and right, you'd make it easier for people to get tried and convicted. Bill Cosby is a piece of crap. What he did was wrong, but because they did not have the correct evidence, he's out. You have no one to blame but yourselves. You guys are the reason why Bill Cosby is free. Just wait. It's not hard to just wait.
It's exactly. I don't trust the system. Yeah. I as much as the example I'm currently always going back to is the Brock Turner case. Because if he raped a girl and he got 6 months probation, served 3 of it, and the way I've seen cancel culture help in that case, I feel like sometimes cancel culture can step in where the law and our government and our judicial system fail.
I agree. I think the cancel culture needs to be second, not first. You have the law and you have the judicial system. And if you don't like the answer that the law and the judicial system had, then you go for the cancellation or whatever, the protest. You have that right to protest. You don't just start protesting and then you don't protest and threaten the judges like, oh, if you guys don't give them a conviction, we're going to set your house on fire. What do you think that's going to do for the whole case? They probably just going to shut the whole thing down. There's too much stuff going on. You guys have to wait.
Abortion is murder.
Abortion is murder, and I still support it. I don't think abortion is murder personally. And I think women have the right to do whatever they want with their bodies. As a man, I have no say in if they want to abort or not. I think Roe v. Wade was a massive mistake. And it's going to lead to more people actually dying, trying to get rid of their fetuses instead of actually going the safe route. It's not helping anybody. It was a total mistake, and it needs to be reevaluated.
And I still support it.
I feel like it's a really rude question in a way.
That's interesting.
You're follow the pack, aren't you?
I don't want to get flamed for this.
No, but I
have.
Oh! See what happens when you don't follow the pack? Wow, everybody's like, blue, 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 one red. Well, she didn't agree. So I'm going to guess I'm not going to agree either.
That's interesting.
I didn't think of the phrasing of the question.
I don't want to get flamed for this.
No, but
I have a rationale. Yeah. So I 100%, anybody that wants an
Wow!
abortion
Now it just totally flipped.
should have full access, no barriers, everything. Anybody that wants an abortion should have full access, no barriers, everything.
I agree.
I think, and I'm not even sure I agree with saying that it's murder, but I think that sometimes people talk about abortion very callously and ignore the like trauma that is associated with it, even if you
Some people, it's not just simple like, oh, just go get the abortion, it's all good. It's not.
have zero regrets, like it's the best decision you've ever made in your life. Women
might
that
be.
I've listened to and heard from and read opinions from,
might not be
it's
as
still
well.
like a traumatic experience. I don't know. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say, but I think just the weight of it now has been lessened a little bit. I think that is shifting back again though because of the awful recent events. But I would say for the past like 5 years or so, I've just heard it in my own community is like tossed around lightly,
Yeah.
and I
Like, oh, I think I might be pregnant. Okay, go get an abortion.
don't necessarily
Oh, we could take the plan B.
think
Yeah.
that it should be handled really lightly.
I agree with like the latter half of the statement. I feel like it's like if it were to be considered murder, I would still support it.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, then yeah, I would say so. Because it's not, it's still, even if it is murder, it's not an easy choice. Like, that makes it even more of a difficult conversation, It's like such a deeper thing. This question is actually.
But that wasn't the question. The question was abortion is murder, and I still support it. Not what you guys think the question should be. That's not how this works.
Me really emotional because
Oh my goodness, ladies.
I just gave birth in February, and I love my son. He's like my world. But
When I touch your hand,
thank you.
your life would probably be better.
I recently
without the
thought
kid.
I was pregnant
Oh.
again.
Okay.
And,
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
I'm not in a position to have another baby right now.
100%.
Any baby I may go want to keep, but I knew if I was pregnant this one, I wouldn't have been able to keep. So,
And it's not even like negligence. It's not even that she might not be able to afford to keep the baby. It's just maybe where she's living. Maybe she lives with her parents, and her parents is like, you can't have another kid, like, or you're gonna be on the street. It's a lot to go into it. Besides, oh, I might be pregnant. Oh, I'm just gonna abort the baby because who cares? Like it goes in. It's a lot deeper than that.
and I just know, like some people who I know, they wouldn't have understood it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing this. And that's the reality, It's not like people are maliciously trying to, you know what I mean? It's like it's a choice, and am I going to be able to provide for myself and my already born child? Or, is this going to be healthy for my mental health? It's not like you are
It's a lot.
maliciously trying to destroy a clump of cells. It's
Some.
your life,
Some are.
and that matters more than, in my opinion, than any kind of potential baby.
absolutely. I feel like because of the dissolve of Roe v. Wade, like I feel like I don't even want to try to have kids anymore. Like they're doing the opposite thing to us. There are so many women who want to try, but we've heard the stories of women who have miscarriages and go in and try to get seen by a doctor and say, we can't do that till we call your lawyer. And I have so many health issues. I have endometriosis, I have PCOS. Like I have everything under the female sun that could exist. I could very easily carry a pregnancy that's not good. I could very easily die from my pelvic pregnancy. And the fear that if for one day this expanded and reached where I live, I could die, And it's so scary. And it deters women like me who are on the fence from even wanting to have kids.
Facts.
The future isn't female.
The future isn't female. I agree. Yes. You think the future is female, but what does that even mean? Future
As
is
much as I want to fight for it, I see this misogyny in my brothers. And my father even told me when I was in high school, I asked him, I said, do you think women are superior, men are superior to women? And he said, yeah, to my face. I'm his eldest daughter, his only daughter, So that hurts. And to see that, it puts a really gray tone over the world for you.
I guess I'm
It's a
super.
big blanket statement. Are men superior than women? I would say some men are superior to some women, and some women are superior to some men. There's no way it's a whole like blanket statement. Like Oprah Winfrey is superior than me. Like she has everything that I don't have. So I don't know. It's such a blanket statement.
Radical, and I'm like, just end all of this stuff. Like, and so I feel like feminism is for the time being. I want to end gender as a whole because I think it's binding and it's oppressive. So I feel like the future is neither female nor male.
I don't know.
I do agree. The future is neither female nor male because robots will take over.
Like the concept of gender
I think that's a joke.
because to some degree, it is not who we are as a whole, but it does make us. I like identifying as a woman, and also I'll challenge that by saying who are going to be the ones to be the voices for queer people and non-binaries, because it's not going to be cis hetero men.
That's true.
It's going to be women.
Yeah.
We're gonna have you put your masks
That's
back
true.
on.
She ain't lying. There'll be some men. There'll be some men advocates, but I get what she's saying. More females would be more open to it. 100%.
Women.
100%. I agree with
We're gonna
that.
have you put your masks back on.
Like me personally, you could be whatever you want to be. I don't mind. Like it don't affect me whatsoever. Be who you want. Live your life.
Thank you so much.
That was a good ass video about Jubilee. Good job. It was a little weird, but pretty good. Pretty good video. I said everything I needed to say. Comments below, let me know. And we're gonna see some more Jubilee. And they be having some pretty good content out here. Some stuff I won't touch, some stuff I will touch, but we'll see. It's your boy Miss. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.